Step up, the door's locked. It's not good for business.
How come you don't want to go?
I don't want to jump to it.
We're going to come in here and
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sandia Peak Tramway. My name is Trish, and I am your cabin operator for your trip up. We're going to start out here at the bottom of an elevation of 6,559 feet, and your elevation at the top is going to be 10,378. So almost 4,000 vertical feet here today. This is a 15-minute ride, and we will be traveling 13.6 miles per hour, and that is about 20 feet per second. We do have two towers that we roll over the top of, and that does give a slight sway to the cabin. I will give you a heads up when that happens. That's when we go, whee! Put our hands in here. Oh my God, how really cool. So we have a service road right here, guys, and it goes up to our first tower. That road was actually built so we could build the tower. Tower 1 is 232 feet tall and has an 18-degree angle leading back towards the city. That angle just helps us get over the tower a little easier. Yes, it is. Although play as we go over the tower, yeah, we had our wind yesterday, and with May, we have the wind, so we do have and there's a couple fires in the southern part of the state too. We all know it's kind of going on in Texas. We're going to get a little of that also. But that's what you see. But we can get just clear. Clear as a go. At the top on a clear day like that, we can actually see nice and clear the state today.
Everybody look down.
So the larger animals on the mountain do include black bear, mule deer, mountain lions, and bobcats. Now the camping yard is spot. We do spot the bear and the deer from the tram. Right now, though, the west side of the mountain is very, very dry. Most of our rain and snow stays on the east side of the mountain. We haven't actually really spotted anything on this side quite yet, but there was a news report last night. The bears are out wreaking havoc on the east side of the mountain because they got very hungry. So as soon as we get some rain on this side, we'll start seeing the bears out here too. We have golden eagles, red-tailed hawks, American falcons, and turkey vultures, ravens for our larger birds. You guys can look over to the opposite of me and look over to the second ravine. Follow that ravine up. As it banks right, you're going to see what looks like a stack of rocks right up there on the edge of the ravine. Totem Pole Pinnacle is actually a solid rock, and it's been etched out by erosion. Now, things don't always look as big as they really are out there, guys. Size is very deceiving. From the base to the top, Totem Pole Pinnacle is standing 7 stories tall. Now, this is a continuous cable aerial tram. What that means is there's a car at the bottom and a car at the top, and it's one continuous cable. So one gets pulled up, one gets pulled down. And we're actually going to meet that car halfway on the other side of Tower 2. Our total mileage from the bottom to the top is 2.7 miles. This is the longest continuous cable tram in North America. It was the world's longest up until September of last year. We held that record for 44 and a half years. They just built one in Armenia, and it is 3.1 miles. So we went to that stop over there. In 1964, Universal and Robert Nordhaus started construction on the tram. This project took 2 years to complete and cost $2 million. The main voyage was May 7th, 1966. can tell you what inflation has done, because people want to know, well, what would be the tram cost today? Well, the one in Armenia is costing $18 million. Our second tower is standing 80 feet tall and has 40 feet in the granite mountain. This tower was built by helicopter because there's no access road here. Now, the whole project had around 5,000 helicopter trips, and around 3,000 of those were for Tower 2. And you guys are going to get a real close look at the mountain right here. And we're going to ask the people up front to pick up their feet just a little bit more. There we go. Here comes our sleigh. And we're going to have a little dip. Here comes the dip. We do have a maximum of 50 days of return. East-west is the direction we're running, and we can actually go through a 60-mile-an-hour wind because we don't get a swing out of that. That north-south one will swing us, and it's around 40 miles an hour. We'll have to stop. Yeah, because that's a no-no. Yeah. Never want to go inside the tower. Well, no, I never have. What's that white material? But, honey, it's just that tinted windows open right there. So that's your true color of your mountain. Oh, wow. So when that other car passes, it looks like it was going faster than us, didn't it? That's an illusion. Yes. Now we are slowing down here, guys, so the other car can go over the tower. And right below you is what we call Big Canyon. The Big Canyon is your highest point on the mountain on this journey. This is 962 feet, or 7.8 seconds. It's okay, humor. My car did that in
Look at the water. There's the water trickling.
So no more towers, makes this all freespan, guys. So your distance from Tower 2 to the upper terminal is 1.5 miles. So this is the longest freespan in North America. It is the third longest in the world. Your second longest freespan is 1.7 miles. It's in Innsbruck, Austria. Your longest freespan is in Chamonix, France, and they have a 2-mile freespan. They also have a glass door. And, I've been here long enough to know that some of my people would not have stepped on a glass door, so I was kind of curious about that. So when you get on the tram there, it's all shiny and black, and then when they pull out of the dock, they flip a switch, and it goes clear. I said that the other day, this lady is standing next to me, she goes, I was on that tram, And I went, so how was that? She goes, well, I never looked down. I went out there, I saw. She said, no. So we have Ponderosa pines, squirrels on the mountain. We have juniper and spruce and aspen right here in the middle. At the very top, we have river pine and Douglas fir. We've got chipmunk, squirrel, ringtail raccoon, porcupine, skunk, and fox at the top also. Let's see. Teeny tiny pine cone. No, tiny pine cone. Continue. Okay, thank you. So 90% of this now is planet, guys, and it's 1,350,000,000 years old. So we call them the granite is coming from a mammal called feldspar. Now, at sunset, about 15 minutes before sunset, we get an event, and it's beautiful. The light reflects off the mountain, and the whole mountain range turns dark pink. And at that point, the Sandia looks like a big slice of watermelon. So I think you're having a cocktail. Now, it's very cool. And guess what? Sandia actually does mean watermelon in Spanish. So you're on watermelon tram and watermelon mountain. Now, if you look at the top of the mountain opposite of me, you're going to see a rim up there. And that white rim is a thin layer of limestone, and it is 10% of your mountain. That's 350 million years old. Sitting on top of the limestone is an ancient seabed. Because before we had a mountain, we had a shallow ancient sea here. Earth started to thin and pull apart, and it caused the plates to shift. When those plates shifted, that caused the rift that pushed up this mountain. So over 10,000 feet in the air, you are going to find fossils of ancient sea life in our limestone. Very cool stuff. You guys look, I'm going to point. We're going to look straight across from me on the very, very tippy top of the mountain on the point. You are going to see a building built out of the limestone. Now in the early 30s, the Civil Conservation Corps built this shelter up here. This is called Kiwanis Cabin. It's devastating. Sandia Peak is the end of this So guys, as you're walking around on the deck, you're going to find big metal boards with numbered information and a numbered laws on the top. When you look at the laws, that information is going to tell you what you're looking at. Our visitor center is going to be the building directly in front of us when we reach the top. And there's some really cool pictures and exhibits and information on the walls in there. We also have restrooms and water fountains. Down the stairs to the left, you will find the lovely High Finance restaurant. Guys are serving lunch till 3, appetizers from 3 to 4:30, and dinner starts at 4:30. Now, you guys get to stay up here as long as you want. Last tram is not until after 8 o'clock tonight. So you can stay up here as long as you want, catch any tram back down. We run anywhere from back to back up to 15 minutes apart. So what's going to happen is there's going to be an announcement over a PA system every time a car is boarding and heading down the mountain.
Now you're Aspen, what does it mean?
Internet, it leaves probably here at a couple more weeks.
We're talking May.
Yeah, we're talking May.
Oh my God.
So all that brown stuff is the scrub oak, and that's going to turn green for us also. We could just use some rain on this side of the mountain.
Where does the water from the snow go?
Well, this year it pretty much went into the ground. We didn't have that much snow to have any runoff. The water usually runs off and goes into Alex has 9 reservoirs where we get all our water. So it goes into the ground and it goes into those natural reservoirs, and that's where we get our water. This year we didn't have that much snow because it was a La Nina year, and the storms come out of California and they kind of missed us. Last year, I think at the most we had 90 inches up here. Last year we had 147, and we saw snow, we saw waterfalls coming off this mountain, but most of the snow and rain does stay on the west side. Here comes the Bob.
Oh my God.
And there's another Bob coming. Okay, guys, I'm going to get serious for 1 minute. That's about as long as I can manage it. But we are at a very, very high risk of fire up here. And there is one place that you can smoke cigarettes. I know we don't like to be told where we can do that at. But I'm going to ask you to respect that just like I do. Right here on the left side of this building, you will find a corral and you will find an ashtray. Please, please, please use them. If you burn my mountain down, I'm going to find you.
You barely beat it.
Thank you. Back up.
Cigarette.
Yeah, if you get caught in the mountain, they will find you. But we're just asking you to respect that, you know, guys, because we got this beautiful mountain and we really like sharing it with everybody. Scotty's opening the doors, guys. Let's watch it.